Hello, how you all doing? Hope you're having a great time at the IO extended event over there. Now we'll be looking at uh, an aspect of artificial intelligence that's been making waves recently, and it's called generative AI. So in this session, we'll be studying generative AI and how we can build on the cloud with it. In summary, we'll be studying what generative AI is, the impact of transformers in the technology, how we could apply generative AI in different fields, how we could build generative AI on the Google Cloud platform, the benefits of generative AI. We'd also look at some of the use cases that have been unlocked in businesses, and we will do a short demo of how to use generative AI on the Google Cloud platform, and round it off from there. Please come with me. This session is a gentle introduction to generative AI technology. It is good for all levels, and anybody could join this session. The prerequisite knowledge required is being familiar with computers and the internet. Hopefully, at the end of this session, you would know what generative AI is. You understand the benefits it provides. You understand how it, relates to the general AI and ML ecosystem, and you know what services we could provide for you to build with generative AI. I'm Jekayin-Oluwa from Nigeria. I'm a software engineer. I use machine learning technologies, I use clouds, and I work on the core platform team at Venture Garden Group in Lagos. We're starting off with a background information of the entire ecosystem to understand how generative AI came about. But before we go into that, we should understand that generative AI is a kind of AI technology that could produce a variety of content, which could be text, could be images, could be audio, could even be synthetic data. And synthetic data in this viewpoint is data that is not generated from real world events. We'll get into that much later. What is artificial intelligence? It's a field of computer science that deals with creating systems that could learn, that could reason, and make decisions autonomously. That's without human input. Now, machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence, and it involves training models, which are computer programs, by the way, training models to recognize patterns in data that is input into the system and making decisions based on new data that was generated from the input data. So basically, a ML model is taking in input data, it is drawing new data that's never been seen before from the input data, and it is making decisions, useful predictions from the new data that it created. And here we are looking at the different types of machine learning models. We will be considering the two major types, that's supervised models and unsupervised models. Excuse me. Supervised models involve taking labeled input data that has been labeled by human effort already, and it's able to classify the data set based on the labels that have been set in place. So this is majorly used in classification. While unsupervised models don't need labeled data. You understand? They take in data, say a data set, and they're able to study and identify the patterns in the data sets. They're able to group the data based on the similarities between the data. So this is used in clustering or grouping similar data points. Now, a subset of machine learning is deep learning, and deep learning is based on neural networks, which implies that deep learning models are able to process data like human intelligence. They are created to mimic how the human brain works. So hence the aspect of neural networks. Now we'll look at the different kinds of deep learning models, and we have discriminative models and generative models. So the discriminative deep learning models basically discriminate between different kinds of data instances. So you supply them with a labeled data set, and they are able to classify or predict based on the labeled data sets. For instance, if a deep learning model takes in a data set of cat and dog images, if it's discriminative, it's able to classify the the images into the categories of dogs and cats. However, for generative models, they are able to create entirely new data instances from the input data that they are fed with. So they are based on the mathematical foundations use joint probability. So an instance is if you feed a generative model with a data set of cat images, then it's able to create a new image of a cat. So those are the two types of deep learning models, and it's important to understand how a generative model works. So we've been able to show that generative AI is a subset of deep learning, and you should keep that in mind because it will be helpful as we go on in this session. At this point in time, we will be looking at generative AI and considering it in a more in-depth manner. Generative AI is a subset of deep learning, just as we have shown that there are generative type of deep learning models, and that's where generative AI came from. So the models in generative artificial intelligence are able to learn patterns from input data and develop new and unique output data. They're able to even create content at the human intelligence level, content that are almost realistic. You would see some of the applications that were that were making waves a couple of months ago, that some of them were even able to create realistic videos or images. So generative AI is able to create new content and ideas, which could be photos, music, video, text, and others. So bear it in mind. I don't want you to lose track of the fact that generative AI came from deep learning came from machine learning, and machine learning came from artificial intelligence. So now we'll look at how generative AI works. So it involves learning from patterns of the patterns in the input data that was fed it, and it's able to create a statistical model based on the patterns that it learns from the input data, and it's able to generate new content from the statistical model. We are making an emphasis on content generation because generative AI is making new content, and if it's content such as images, audio, videos, text or speech, that's generative AI. But if it is creating new numbers or new classes or even probabilistic outputs, that is not generative AI. So it's very important to understand that generative AI deals with generating new content generation. Uh, yeah, well, here we get to talk about PAM. Now, PAM 2 is already active now, and PAM is the pathways language model that is used. It's a very powerful one, and it's used for code generation, arithmetic reasoning, translation, and different tasks. It's trained on more than 4 billion tokens. There is the Lambda 2 language model for dialogue applications that can be used to create dialogue based applications too. So these are big technologies provided by Google currently for us to build with. It is very important to understand also that generative AI is powered by transformers. We've understood what generative AI is, we've seen how it works, and we are going deeper on how it works to see where transformers come in place. So transformers are models that consist of encoders and decoders. So like this diagram that I'm showing you on the screen now, for generative AI, an input comes in, let's say a natural language input, say hello, you, greeting, and it goes into the transformer model. The transformer encodes the input that comes in, and also decodes what's being encoded for representation. Decodes what's being encoded for the specific tasks that to work with, and it goes into the pre-trained transformer model, which is able to generate an appropriate output, which is a response to the greeting. So if you say hello, how are you, and that's the input, the output that comes out is I am alright, thank you. It's been encoded and decoded by the transformer model. And transformers themselves came in 2017 via natural language processing. So that's why it's been somewhat of how it's been like ported into generative AI. Some of the applications of generative AI are these: code generation. Google Bard is able to generate code, is able to even interpret code, even your own code, So generative AI allows programmers to be able to do more with their time, to be able to do more with their strengths and capabilities. Voice assistants are also another way by which you can apply generative AI. So when situations such as customer service or some others, even voice assistants in the home, voice assistants in school, voice assistants at the job, we're able to give these systems inputs from our voice, with our voice rather, and they're able to take these commands and make decisions or predictions. Then generative AI allows us to create personalized learning systems whereby it takes some data about a particular person or a particular scenario and is able to create systems that are personalized to that particular person or the situation for learning purposes. Then another aspect that generative AI comes into play is manufacturing. Manufacturing design, whereby we're able to generate new designs that fit particular use cases in the industry, say in automobiles, in hardware development and all that. In fact, say a company like Tesla is rolling a new application of generative AI in self-driving systems, so by they're able to generate videos that could be used to train models that drive the systems powering those cars. So there are many other applications of generative AI that time will not allow us to look into. Here we are looking at some of the options that Google provides to us to build generative AI on the Google Cloud platform. One of the first is the Generative AI Studio, which is a very robust platform for building different things for generative AI. We are going to look into that in our quick demo very soon. Another one is the Generative App Builder, which is a no-code platform that allows even non-technical folks to build applications for their use cases. And that's a good one. It makes work faster for them, and it reduces their reliance on people who have the technical skills. And there is Duet AI that is used to create apps for natural language. There's the Palm and MakerSuite combination, which allows you to test, customize, and deploy your apps with the API. And there is the there's the Vertex AI, which allows us to use some of these tools, the AI Studio and others. So Vertex AI is a general purpose large language model garden that allows us to build different AI tools across the ML ecosystem. You can use Vertex AI to build some other things that are not generative AI. But in this particular situation that we are considering, we are looking at how we could leverage Vertex AI, because it provides us a garden of foundation models, and foundation models are trained on insanely large amount of data, that makes them so efficient and effective for different use cases. So you can use your foundation model for different use cases. That's where Vertex AI come in. So you are able to leverage the foundation models available on Vertex AI for us to create our systems. Let's go forward into the benefits and use cases of generative AI. And here we'll look at how we could leverage technology, and we'll study some of the business who have been able to unlock generative AI for their uses. Apparently, generative AI provides us the benefit of improved efficiency. Say as software engineers or designers, you're able to, save time when you're able to generate code, or even understand your code better when the systems are able to interpret your code for you. That increases efficiency. We can also create personalized and customized solutions for homes, for individuals, for groups of people, for businesses. Taking data about these businesses of individuals and feeding them into the models to create customized solutions that work for them. That's a great one. The better customer experiences via voice assistants, via customer service bots. We're able to do better and serve our customers better as businesses. Then reduced costs, where you creating customized solutions without so much stress. That reduces cost and improves efficiency, like we said earlier on. Then another benefit of generative AI is enhanced creativity for designers. Designers and artists who are able to use generative AI in their workflows. They're able to create works of art. They're able to create designs faster and easier. That enhances creativity for them. So we are looking at some of these use cases that some businesses have been able to unlock for themselves. UKG is a popular payroll and HR management systems, and they are currently using generative AI to provide business insights in their software for leaders and HR managers to make better decisions on businesses, on people that they manage, on payroll systems and all of that. When this is a drive-through food ordering fast food chain in the United States, and they are currently leveraging Generative AI on Google Cloud to build automated food ordering experience. And that's a great one, because if you're using Wendy's, you have multiple, like a wide range of options for you to choose from when you are making your food orders. And but if you have an automated system that is able to provide even customized and personalized food orders for customers, that would actually make sense, because it would save time and to be personalized, so it would like better satisfy the customer. That's stressing the customer, of course. So that's a great one. At this point, I will go into the Google Cloud Console to see how we could use Generative AI to do in Vertex AI. And this is the link in case you would like to follow through, or you want to go into it after this session. So, and we have a screenshot of the Generative AI Studio. We'll go into it now, so we'll see how it works. So I'm here on my Google Cloud Console, and of course you would have to have enabled Vertex AI for you to be able to use the Generative AI Studio that is built on Vertex AI, and you need to set your billing in place too. So for the Generative AI Studio, that allows you to quick test and customize Generative AI models, so you can leverage their capabilities in your applications. You can test, you can customize, and you can use the API to extend it into your applications. You can use the speech models, you can use the language models. Let's see what's up with the language models. Can you see this? It enables us to, two models, enables us to design and test our own prompts. Prompt design is a very important concept that we should talk about, but I think I'll just explain it as I'm going through this model. Let's say you want to create a prompt. You can give the Generative AI model a prompt. That's the input. Say what is a car? So let's see how it goes. A car is a wheeled, self-propelled motor vehicle for transportation. Cars are typically powered by internal combustion engines and all that. It goes on and on. There are different ways you can use this in personal assistants, in other systems. What's the car in, let's say, in Android words. So this gives us more words for us to test, but it's not up to 100. But you can keep training and testing, trying different ways to train the model to understand you and get better. That's prompt design, where you're able to basically try different ways to improve the model by your prompt. Basically designing your prompt to able to communicate better with the model. So you can try different prompts, you can modify your prompt, you can tune and tweak your prompts in a way to basically be able to command the model better. So there are settings here which you can try. So this is freeform mode. There is the structured mode, where this is where you are able to even better do your prompt design. You could give it examples so it understand what you mean. You understand how to respond to. You can give it examples and sample outputs. And you can even test. Do different things to make the system understand that, okay, this is the kind of output they are expecting when you give it a prompt. So you could do more with this. You could try different things and get on. The same thing with the code generation aspects. So there's the code prompt. So you're using the text prompt here. There's the code prompt too that you could use. So you could do so much more, and you could and it could get better. And so that's a quick one on how to use generative AI to do for text prompt for. So saying that, and hopefully we would be able to go more into generative AI. It's still a technology in development, but a lot of ground has been covered. A lot can be done with Bard, with Google Bard, and some other technologies in the Google Cloud ecosystem that empowers us as creators, as creatives rather, as creatives, as designers, as programmers, as business people, and all that. So hopefully you're able to leverage this technology in different ways that would make your business better, serve the customers, make your work easier as an individual contributor too. And so, would like to learn more about Generative AI, you can check out these resources on the Discover Generative AI page. It has a lot of useful information how this could be used in different for different use cases. Rather, you could also take this new learning path created by Google for to learn about Generative AI, and we are part of the road to Google Developer Certification. That's another way to get into generative AI to learn more about it. If you are doing some aspects that relates to machine learning, so that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me in this session, and thank you to the organizers of the extended event at GDG Cloud in Barara in Uganda. So grateful. So thanks for the opportunity. So this is the end, and I can take questions now. Thanks.